you see, he is a client, pharma client. For him, this part is the energy. But the most difficult thing is the air side design. Please take it like this way. Air is very difficult. Air is a fluid, liquid also a fluid. Liquid can be manageable, but air becomes extremely difficult. This part is very, very important. All type of problems, specialized application like pharmaceuticals, hospitals, surgery room, all problems come from air distributions. It is basically objective is to control the pressurization systems. One is a design, and then when after the design and the commissioning, and how in practice it will be maintained. This is we require an automation. So this is basically depending totally on the fluid dynamics. Now, when we take that, so many items are there, like here the different energy systems, and these are, you see that how many air distribution equipments are there. Many people are manufacturing, somebody manufacturing HU, coil, fan, filter. Now those who are manufacturing HU, they manufacturing coil, fan they take from some other manufacturer. Filter is by they are taking from some other manufacturer. This HU is extremely important for a pharmaceutical industry and hospitals both. Why I am mentioning, because both are health related. Both create some problem. They are interrelated there. Now this filter is extremely important. It's a lungs. If you incorrectly decide the filter, your effectiveness will come down. So I have been talking to all the manufacturers who are making the compressors, making the chillers, see, a chiller says the chiller performance is very good. My chiller is very good, my COP is this, or they say in terms of IPLD, NPLD, this is good. But overall for a client, what he wants a solution. His cost should not be very high, running cost. Another is, his objective is not the compressing, his objective is here. So objective will not be fulfilled. So this filter is very important. In the filter, people think, what is this filter? Nothing. I am using so much, I am using a chiller, centrifugal chiller with a ceramic bearing or magnetic bearing, so much thing I am investing. But a small part of filter is not taken care. There are plenty of filter manufacturers are there that make it. Whole objective will be mismatched. So filter is very, very important. And other thing you need, the ducting, diffuser, riser, this wrap box, AV box, damper, all are part of, these are mechanical system of air distributions. Anyhow, is there some chiller we mentioned to calculate in pharma? I am not just skipping this one. When we talk about, there is a word we use, that comfort air condition. This is very regularly used in the industry, comfort air condition. Now, what is a comfort air condition? Comfort in air conditioning means, as a human being, I will be in a comfort level. My comfort level will be good. Like that, I am in an office, I am in a mall, I am in a place. I should be comfortably, I can walk there. So when a builder is making a building and installing an HVAC system, he says that, he thinks that, okay, the office people shall be comfortably walk. But still I am telling you, comfort application also vary. That I will explain you. We will talk about the comfort applications, but how it varies. But when we talk about the specialized applications, you see, we have divided the specialized HVAC application, general hospitals, cancer hospitals, completely different from general hospitals. IVF laboratory is again a specialized area, very, very specialized area. Pharma manufacturing HVAC design. Pharma is a separate line. We all having a different specification, different procedures are there. So you cannot be a master of all. They are all very specialized applications. Radioactive pharmaceutical, now that is coming up. We hope by another 2-3 years, 20 people manufacturers will be making radioactive products. We'll explain you what is this, why it is so difficult to manufacture and maintain. Food processing, data center liquid cooling. This technology will be coming by another 2 to 3 years. Liquid cooling, actually this technology is with one company, this company, they have taken the patent. They use a chiller, but different type of chiller. This is a liquid cooling, there are different type of liquid systems are used for cooling the data center because of AI coming. So generation of heat is very high. Underground tunnel and ventilation, this also needs a separate HVAC design. Aircraft and naval HVAC. So like that, they are all different things. One of the thing is pharma also divided by radioactive pharmaceuticals. So this is the way actually what my objective is to go to the CDRS terminal. So how this procedure goes, this is shown. See, the drug quality. Drug quality, earlier diplomats were speaking about that HVAC. Ajay ji was saying the HVAC is a major thing to get a proper drug. So HVAC design standard is depending on the pharma quality process. So if the HVAC is not maintained in a factory properly, then the quality of drug will be a question. Now, pharmaceuticals and the hospitals, both are under health. See, where the problems come in, when you are talking about the pharmaceuticals, we have lot of regulations and standards. But when you go with the hospitals and others, we don't find any regulations in India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. It's very open because guidelines are very thin. So pharmaceutical manufacturing is highly regulated. See, internationally, one of the very common things that is called FDA rules, they govern. Actually, in terms of standard, they are not gone with more pharmaceuticals because pharmaceutical standard and everything, it is controlled by FDA. It's an American. It is called 209, they are modified to 209E. Apart from that, there are so many regulations are there in Europe. Like this is UK, they maintain the BS 5295. Within this regulation, there is a ISO 146441, the clean room standard. This is normally used by everybody, and it is appreciated also that use ISO 1641, which I will explain you how actually ISO 14641 is utilized in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Just go through that. This is a real thing. Wherever I am traveling, wherever I am meeting, every time we are talking about that what should be for the pharma, but it is not happening. You can exchange your views also. Actually, pharma client should call the architect at the beginning of the projects. When you are making a factory, you should call an architect and HVAC and fire all together unless they meet and come to the conclusions that this should be the way we should design. Then only the architect should start making the layout. But practically, it is not happening. Everywhere we are finding there is a gap between architect and HVAC. So it is since we are in a group, we are discussing in a group and everything. I am also requesting that you please tell to your architect or the client that they should meet with the HVAC and start doing the basic work so that the architect gets the idea of how it should be designed. Then architect will make a final layout. So this is the basically there is a US Federation Standard 210, 211, 2098. All standards are international. Now what is happening? In case of pharmaceuticals, we follow FDA rules. Even you go to Bangladesh, you find, Myanmar, you find that Bangladesh there are plenty of pharmaceuticals hubs. They are licensed manufacturers and they manufacture for foreign companies. So you see, they follow mainly this USA 2098. So this is the culture. Internationally, all the pharmaceuticals companies, manufacturers, they follow 209E. Now why? I have checked, I have asked a few licensing manufacturers that why when we are not able to do anything for the hospitals, but pharmaceuticals, why you are maintaining? Because you know they have some extra capacity that manufacturer again get order from to do an export. Unless you follow this 209E, which is basically called CGPMP, this process in pharma they use, they will not be allowed. So for their survival, for this, say they follow 209E. So when we are doing a consulting on pharmaceuticals, a consultant should be thorough about the CGPME process. How, like you know, a person who does not have the manufacturing process of pharmaceuticals, it will be difficult for him to do the manufacturing process and designing and everything. So he should be very first. He should be very thorough about the CGPME process, how it happens. Now, if I compare with this, when we are talking about so much regulations of CGPMP or pharma, when you're taking over the hospital, both are same. The product is manufactured, tablets and others, in a pharmaceuticals factory, which goes to the hospitals or we take it. But they are interrelated. But unfortunately, in India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, we don't find any strong regulations. This is very, very open. So that's why many people are coming and joining and making hospitals. NABH is there. NABH is not very strongly the specification standards they are made. See, when a consultant or a person who wants to join the pharmaceuticals industry as a consultant, first, you have to understand this terminology. It is called solid dose form. People say it's a tablets. So, how these tablets are made? Now you see, one is a tablets, one is a capsule, tube. These are different type of products are there on the solid form. So, consultants should be very thorough about the process of tablet manufacturing, capsule manufacturing, and the environment is required to manufacture. There is a liquid form. You see, there are different type of terminology used in liquid. So this is again a knowledge is required that this liquid, how it is getting manufactured, what is the environment inside the manufacturing zone. These are called tropical dosage forms. Many things are there, they are tropicals. So again I am telling you the consultant or who is giving the knowledge to the pharmaceuticals client, you should be thorough about these products manufacturing process. Now let's understand that how will the process come. One of the major things is called formulations. Formulation means the raw material first you have to decide it in a bulk, and then you have to make the formula. How I will make the formulation? It is basically for tablets. Then there is a mixing and granulation. Granulation, those who are in the pharmaceuticals manufacturing, they know granulation is extremely important. It is basically from the powder form. It is slowly you are making it